Welcome to Narrowboat James Bill. Hope you're well. Thanks for joining me. And welcome back to the second leg of Rob and James's epic trip to London. This is Canterbury Park still. I am still cooking the kids' lunch. They are 4 hungry people. We've had a long day. We've still got further to go. Let's carry on. Whilst lunch is cooking, I went somewhere the other day for a meeting to a brewery called Brewing Brothers Brewery down in, I don't know, Kent somewhere. But they got 2 beers. He gave me a selection of beers. One of them's called Doobie, and the other one is called Gallagher's. 6% IPA. Thank you very much. Look at that. So I've got a few for me and Rob to end our cruise with today. Thank you very much. Right, we've set off from our lunch mooring, although it's now 5 o'clock. We didn't stop till like 4 o'clock for lunch. Really want to get down through Rickmansworth, but we're losing a bit of daylight now. It kind of gets dark at about 8 o'clock. So we have got 4 locks down to Ricky, but 1 lock to Croxley, so we might stop there. Mum number 1's coming to pick up the twins, so really to see how far we get. But I'd prefer to get to Rickmansworth because there's a really good kebab place there called the Mangle Express if anyone's on a canal boat. And the further south we are, the better it's going to be for us, so let's see what happens. Okay, there's a girl flashing me at the moment. Don't let me stop you! Copy that. Well, it was just here where I lost my drive last time. I was like, this is the bit I'm in a sheer panic. And actually, this is the only bit that I haven't navigated with propulsion. I've pulled the boat along this little bit between here and P&S Marine, which is the other side of this lock that we're coming up to. There's a water point along here as well, and that's where me and London Magnet Fishing pulled out that gun. Right, lock number 78, Cassio Bridge lock. There is the iron bridge that carries the Metropolitan line, and P&S Marine and the Bridgewater Basin are just down there. This is a very slow filling lock, which is fine because Rob is filling his boat with water. Well, the tank. There is only fractionally more water going into the lock than there is leaving it through these extremely leaky gates. This is a pretty deep lock. I'm kind of looking forward to doing Denham Deep Lock, which is in about 10 locks time, which is uncharted territory for me because by the very nature it's the deepest lock on the this part of the cut. But this one seems really deep. Look at the size of that sill. Amazing. And Arthur's doing really well as well. Oh! Let me guess, are you hungry? All right. Oh, there's good old P&S Marine. Glad to say that my prop shaft is still doing all right, I think. Now I've got to look for a cow boat, apparently. boat, Dutch barge that looks like a cow. I'm not quite sure what she means by that, but there's a supporter on my channel who has... Arthur, get the tiller, will you, mate? Yeah, a supporter on my channel who dropped a letter off the other day saying that she's in Bridgewater Basin on a boat that looks like a cow. Arthur, stop crashing into that boat! No, other way! Blimey, you can't get the staff. Wow, that's a nice boat. Oh, now you're talking. Collapsible wheelhouse. Oh, that is sublime. Yes, please. And here's Serafina. Right, now we've got to step on it a little bit because I am rendezvousing with mum number one to pick up the twins. Come on, Lister. Let's get down to Croxley. What a stunning boat that is. Look at that. Oh, yes. That is a beautiful craft. And here is one of our fuel boats that we use. This is Jules Fuels. We're always seeing this lot. Come the winter, I'll probably never see them. Thanks for that, Arthur. We are now motoring. Mum number one's at Croxley Station. She's got to take Arthur and Florrie back home. Oh, slope patrol's never done this speed. But there's a moored boat now. I know, that was the only bit I could really open her up. I know, there's another spot here. Oh, there's a family of ducks in my way. Come on, ducks. Let's pass this boat, and then we can go again. Here we go. It's got a real turn of speed, slow patrol. Rob's noticed it when I pull away from him. He's got no chance. This thing's like a little GTI. But I've got concrete banks on both sides. There's no moored boats. So for a short amount of time, this is okay. Right, that rendezvous worked out perfectly. She just came down this lane here where you can get a car to. That's perfect. And all these roads down are either called Wharf Lane, Mill Lane, Ferry Lane. So you can always find one of these. So I'm here, Rob's there. My windlass is about 1.5 miles up there. Rob's spare windlass is 4 miles up there. So the only windlass we have is one like this lock here. Superb. This is one of the beers from my client called Doobie. You must know me well. There you go, pal.
Thanks, Doobie.
Cheers.
Cheers, pal.
The guy's name's not Doobie, the beer's called Doobie.
Okay, sorry.
I think the guy's name was Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Right, it's 8:45. I think we've got 2 locks left to do because now we're kind of in this no man's land between Croxley and Rickmansworth. So we've really got to keep going. I've got very little supplies on board for the girls tonight. I think Rob's got to get back and get his car. So we've really got to get to Rickmansworth. So that's at least 2 locks because we're never going to get moorings above Lockmead. So we're going to have to go all the way through Batchworth. So we might have 3 locks to do still. The kids are mentioning food about every 30 seconds at the moment. But I've cracked open my first tin of the day. So that's satisfying my appetite anyway. Never noticed that police siren on top of there. Oh, please tell me that's wired in and works and has a siren. I don't think it qualifies as a nav light, but that is cool. Oh, there's another one. More of a American style, I'm guessing, that one. Oh, that's a cute little butty. It looks like there's someone coming up in this lock straight ahead of us. Rob's just up ahead of me. Yeah, there's a boat coming up. That's pretty handy. It's the first one we've had all day. Here we go into our possibly penultimate lock of the day. Hopefully penultimate lock of the day. Right, that's it. One more lock to go, then a takeaway. Oh, and there's our other fuel boat. Right, we are approaching Rickmansworth now. If we can get a mooring up here, well, not this far, we need to get a lot further down, but if we can get a mooring this side of the lock, we'll be very, very happy indeed. There are two extremely hungry people on there. I'm starving, and everyone on board Serafina's pretty starving as well, so I'm hoping we can get something down here. It's about 8:30 now. Oh, I've moored along here before. It's funny seeing it from a different direction again. I moored opposite Lady Barbara, which is an absolutely stunning boat. So I know this is a good 10-minute walk into Ricky from here. So, but you can't get a car anywhere near, and I said Rob needs to get his car this evening. I'm all right with the girls on board. Here comes Serafina on the way down. Uncharted waters still for Rob and Serafina, maybe. I know, we're all hungry. We're in Rickmansworth now, Teal, so we're not far away. You'll be all right. I was just thinking out loud that Rob is probably thinking to himself that this part of the canal, with all of these offside dwellings, it's just something that you don't see anywhere else on the cut until you come towards London. Well, no, certainly nowhere on the cut that we've done. And there's much more of this to come. As you approach London, there's just so many more offside dwellings like this. A real hodgepodge of sheds and anything that floats, basically. Oh, there's a pedalo there. That's a good way to get about. That's another beauty. Oh, what a stunning boat that is. You want juice now? Well, not if you ask like that, you're never going to get it. Right, we're approaching the Batchworth Lock, and this is where we're going to hopefully see if we can either stop just above it. Hang on, Teals. Stop just above it, or we'll have to go through and stop opposite Tesco's. I just radioed through to Rob to remind him to take the right-hand channel and not go down there. Right, we are approaching Batchworth Lock. Oh, we're gonna have to go through it. It's like the bear hunt. Can't go over it. Can't go under it. That's right, gotta go through it. Now, rather importantly, the design of a weir like this, it only pulls water in within about a couple of foot of the actual weir, so it doesn't drag water in from all the way around here, so it means you can cruise through quite comfortably. The nav lights are on. Rob and I are thinking this is probably the way forward now, just to bow both boats up to the lock gates, sod the lock landing. Yeah, this works, doesn't it? It's unconventional, but it works. At least you don't have to walk far back to the boats.
No, the only slight problem you're going to have to pull it back.
Oh yeah, didn't quite think of that. Right, that's true. Right, Matilda's hopefully finished her poo. This was not good timing, but with this sheer volume of children, it's just going to be the way it goes sometimes. Okay, guys. Oh look, she's even closed the door. Good on her. Timing wise, we haven't quite worked out, so and budget wise, the kids are going to have about 3 bowls of crunchy nut cornflakes for dinner. You want cereal for dinner? For the first time ever, I've got my nav lights on. Happy days. It's all day we've had passers-by saying how stunning Rob's boat is and how, well, they haven't even mentioned mine. Rob, what's happening with your nav lights, mate? I can see your port one. What's going on, man?
Snow patrol's in the way.
No, it's not. I can see the bulb. Just can't see it lit.
Sorry, I'm just going to change the candle.
That's what a starboard nav light should look like. Ignore what Rob's boat does. All right, your tunnel light works, mate. We're not in a tunnel, Rob. How are the girls doing? Oh, still got some cereal left. Even better, it looks like the actual nav light's working, but there's an issue with the voltage getting to it. Which for some reason actually really cheers me up. Right, let's see if we can find a spot outside Tesco's. It's a bright boat. How's your pudding, Tils? Nice. Right, Tesco. That is where we are going to moor. We will shop there if it's still open tonight. If not, we'll shop there in the morning. It's a bit of a high bank. I used to work at this Tesco, so if they've got a problem, I'll remind them that I was on the delicatessen counter in 1996 for about 4 months. Here we go. Tesco Rickmansworth. Customer moorings. Oh, get in there. They don't actually say how long you can moor for. Oh, strictly no overnight mooring. Okay, so they kind of do. Oh well. So what, you're going to be told off by someone at Tesco? I can live with that. Oh, here we are, moored up outside Rickmansworth Tesco. So I think we'll probably stay here for the night. Rob and I can't see a problem with that. Might give Rob a chance to do something about his nav lights. Rob's just going to go and check if Tesco's is still open. If not, we're going to go to the Turkish place, which is in the town over there. That's such a decent cruise. We've been going for about 8 hours, I think Rob said it was. So, and to be honest, it's not ideal to be here, obviously, because it's no overnight mooring. But any further, we didn't know where we would, if there was any better moorings. And you know, it gets to a point where it's probably safer to moor up. It's not busy, there's no one here, we'll be gone first thing in the morning, so it's just one of those things. It's probably better like this, but yeah, it's been great. Arthur today was just absolutely phenomenally good. I kept telling him how brilliant he is, and like halfway through it's like, Dad, come on, give it a rest, you're kind of doing my head in now. But he really was. He's just, it makes our navigating so much faster, so much more enjoyable. So yeah, that's just great. The two girls were really good tonight, all day really. It's a bit boring for them. They're not really the right age for this, so but they've done really well. Ivy's asleep now, Matilda's just chilling out for a bit, and then I'll put her to bed about 9 o'clock. I've got a couple hours then to chill out with Rob, and then get up bright and early and get off this morning. Did you sleep well, Ivy?
Thank you.
Yeah? Okay. Good morning, gang. Morning, swans. It's 6:30 and we're still here. I've spoken with the guy from Tesco's this morning, and he didn't seem to care at all that anyone's here. He said there are quite often people here overnight. There's a chap sleeping at the end of the jetty here, just on a Z bed. So Rob and I are certainly not alone in terms of overnight. Well, I don't think that's technically mooring. That's just sleeping. But yeah, no one here seems to care. There is the world's most insanely good guitarist on a boat over there. I heard him last night playing loads of Led Zepp. He was like amazingly good. We got our takeaway and then crashed out. Yesterday was such a long, hard day. I think we did 8 or 9 hours cruising. Yeah, we were just fit for nothing come the end. But Rob walked down and got some grub. I looked after the girls. They slept really well last night. It worked out really well. Today we've just got to move a couple of locks. Where's my book? I don't know where my book is. We've got to move a couple of locks just down to the other side of Rickmansworth, and then we'll moor up there. There's a car park there for our cars, so yeah, happy days. Thanks again for watching. Join us next time as we continue to London. Take care. Bye bye.